Bill Govender, the legendary fishmonger of Marine Parade, was no ordinary fish seller. He wasn't just a guy who threw a few prawns on ice or filleted a fish with precision. No, Bill turned the humble act of selling fish into a grand theatrical performance that drew crowds larger than the Friday night lotto. Every morning, before the sun even thought about rising, Bill would roll out of bed, put on his polka-dotted fishing cap. He swore it brought him luck, and march down to the docks. His voice would echo across the waterfront, shouting, "Come here, you scaly little buggers. Uncle Bill's got breakfast waiting for you." Fishermen would stare, wondering if Bill was fishing for fish or for attention. It was hard to tell. By the time the fish made their way to Bill's stall at Marine Parade, he'd transformed them into characters for his daily show. The squid? Oh, that was Slimy Sam, the guy who always borrowed money and never paid it back. The mackerel? Madam Mackie, who once kissed the mayor's dog at a parade, allegedly. And the prawns? Well, Bill called them tiny dancers because when they sizzled on the grill, they did a little cha-cha. But it wasn't just the names that made Bill famous, it was his over-the-top sales pitches. He'd slap a fish onto the ice, raise it above his head like Simba in *The Lion King*, and announce to the crowd, "This, my friends, is not just a fish. This is the fish that swam across the 7 seas, did a backflip, and avoided a shark attack just so you can have it for dinner tonight." Of course, his antics didn't always go as planned. One memorable day, while juggling 3 octopuses to impress a tourist group, he lost control, and the creatures landed right on the head of Mrs. Patel, the neighborhood's no-nonsense librarian. She didn't flinch, just calmly handed Bill a tissue and said, "Next time, aim for my husband." Another time, a particularly feisty crab escaped the ice box and made a break for it, scuttling across the street like it was late for a meeting. Bill, with the agility of a ninja, or so he claimed, sprinted after it, waving a net and shouting, "Get back here. I'm not done negotiating your contract." He finally caught it under a tourist's beach umbrella, where he gave it a stern talking to about staying in the box like everyone else. Bill's sense of humor extended to his customers too. Once, when a young couple asked for romantic dinner recommendations, Bill handed them a bag of mussels and said, "Here you go. These guys are great listeners. They won't interrupt your deep conversations. Just be careful, they're a bit *shellfish*. And when it came to discounts, Bill had his own unique system. If you could make him laugh, you got 10% off. If you could *out-joke* him, you got 20% off. No one ever managed the 20%. Bill's dad jokes were unmatched. Why did the fish get bad grades? Because it was below sea level, he'd chuckle.